I need some candy.
Ready?
My name's Steven Rodriguez, play drums for Donella Drive, and we're out here in Cibolo recording our third album. It's a lot more mature, definitely kind of has some pain and darkness behind it, honestly. We've been through a lot as a band. We talked in many years about the plans that we want to do, but kind of like what we had to do to progress, you know what I mean? We learned a lot throughout the years. I think it's just more or less like becoming wiser as people, you know what I mean? And it kind of started showing through all the stuff we went through.
God damn.
The direction I see for this record and this project as a whole is one, I kind of used to like, sounds negative, but it's really, I just had to be real as I got older, honestly, is I'm just doing this for passion, you know, with this, when I talk to the band, you know, the dreams for a lot of people in music is like, of course, get big, you know, but I think music is kind of like, there's no cap to it. It's kind of really like you're doing it instead of like that dream of like, oh, big people getting paid, like getting freaking like shitload of money, big fans. Like that's cool, but I think more or less like for this project and record, I just think I just want people to hear it. You know, this is pretty basic. I don't really have a cap to it. I just see it going, traveling a little bit more, letting people hear it. And honestly, just sticking together. You know what I mean? We've been through a lot, and if you kind of, if you put like how do we say, high expectations, sometimes when you don't reach them in music, you kind of get bummed the fuck out. So we kind of put our expectations to the side and kind of just be present in the moment instead of looking in the future and the past about shit. We're present, whatever comes with our music, whatever experiences we have, that's kind of more or less like being present with our music, and then whatever happens. So yeah, going into like the history of the group, I played in a band called Recreating Eden back in the day, and we played a show at Zombies with Donella when they had Ella and Colt. And style-wise, while I was watching them, I was like, more or less, I saw myself in that band. It was weird. It was more or less like, I kind of have like a hip-hop influence to my, like, and when I saw Donella, they kind of had a bounce to it. So I was, at the time, I got out of Recreating Eden, Colt got out of Donella, and I kept seeing their posts, so I just low-key hit them the DMs, slid in the DMs, bro. And I was like, yo, let me try out. First song we ever wrote, it was back in 2018, was Golden. And the rest was history. And then ever since then, we kind of just hung out. It was cool. You know what I mean? They're brothers, so you mean, even though they're very different as people, it's cool. Like throughout the years, like I said, we matured. And now we're hanging out more than ever, and I think that's kind of like reflecting on our music too. It's kind of like the growth of our records kind of showed the growth of our friendship. If it gets into a deeper like first album, you're like, okay, we wrote together, but other than that, it was just practice. Outside of the practice room, was like I didn't chill with the band. Then Ozil came, and it's like, all right, like it's getting real, you know what I mean? It's getting real with COVID and shit. Ozil was probably one of the coolest records ever for me. That was like, all right, we need to keep doing this. And then this one is like, all right, we got close, full circle. I came back in the band, and it was like I don't know. I think like the growth of the records are kind of going with the the friendship. You know what I mean? So, yeah, since 2018.
That was pretty close. Yeah.
I'm Aidan Escalante. I play guitar and I try to sing in Donella Drive. What I feel is different on this record is probably our overall musicianship. I think is growing. Songwriting structure is I don't know. We're just trying different things. Not trying to be so verse chorus, so formulaic. So yeah, more exploring and a little bit more aggressive, I'd say. A little more. It's definitely proggier, and I mean, yeah, I would say that's probably the growth that it's going. Just really having fun with the progression of our overall musicianship. Maybe getting the music to be less linear. Not to say that there's anything wrong with that, because the songs are they kind of have like a pop formula, which we're kind of just like, it feels like we're just rearranging pop formulas at times. So maybe someday we'll become we can lean towards something more open, but I mean, I'm really enjoying where we're going right now. So if we keep going this direction, like, it feels good right now. So we'll see where we're at in like another 3 years or so. Well, Andrew, I've known him like since my whole life, I think. Yeah, I'd like to say since day one of life, because he's my older brother. And Steven, we've known Steven for a long time now. I'd say like 10 years now. I'd known Steven. He used to play in a really great band called Recreating Eden years ago, and Donella would play with them sometimes with the original lineup of this band, and he joined back in 2018. We've been sticking it out ever since then, and it's been a really, really fun adventure playing with these guys.
The direction I'm planning on taking this project is hopefully, success. So, hopefully take it to, on tour. That's the ideal, the idea, take it on tour and take it to the people, and hopefully they dig it. Things I didn't expect, like last September we went on tour with Dead Poet Society, and we've been we played with them in Austin, and I'd follow the guitar player, and we're kind of messaging each other back and forth, and he always said he would take us on tour, and I was like, oh, we'll see, man. Let's see what's up. And he threw me the dates, and can you do it? And I was like, yes, of course. It's awesome, and it was so cool, man. Like, played to good crowds. All the shows were like sold out or almost sold out. It was amazing. That was probably like the biggest accomplishment, was going on a national tour like that with them, for sure. But yeah, I mean, but honestly, like, that's kind of at the end, when you start a band, you hope for success, and that's like kind of the end goal. You want to be on tours and touring and being on successful tours. Yeah. So that's probably the main, I would say. It's going on tour. I've known Aidan since he was, I met him at the hospital. I was like, this kid looks weird. And then we had to take him home in a car seat, and I remember blocking his face because the sun was shining on his face, and I used my big afro to block the sun from his face. That's how long I've known Aidan, and he's my little brother. But we had a few drummers before. We had a guy named Colt Lyons. He was in the band for 4 years, and we've had a few after that. And then we've had Steve in the band on and off for about 5 years now. Kind of crazy. Yeah. But yeah, me and my brother started the band in 2012. I was in another band before that, like metal band called Brotherhood, and we did our thing. We played some cool shows, and then that came to an end. Like every band, it happens to us all. We go through our different projects, and my brother started playing guitar when he was about 8 years old. I kind of showed him what I knew, all the things I knew on guitar, and he kind of just picked it up. He got really, 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 really good, and so it got to the age where I was like, man, I think he could be in a band with me. You know what I mean? I think, he's that good. And so we started the band when he was about 17 in 2012. I want to say 2013. Yeah, it was 2012, and we were just like we had no drummer. We had another guitar player who would kind of help us. He started the band with us. We were originally 2 guitar players, and my brother was a guitar player. Then we had another guy named Furman, and me on bass, and it was just us 3 writing songs together. We didn't have a drummer. We had a singer in mind, but he showed up kind of when he wanted to, like when he wanted to kill some time, I guess. So we spent that first year in his little back house behind his main house, writing songs. And one of the songs we still play to this day, it's called Distress Signals, Late Night. That's like probably the first song we ever wrote. But anyway, yeah, so it's kind of that was in 2012. Yeah, so that's how long we've been doing it. That's 2. Okay, one more time, sorry.
This record's gonna be pretty dope. I think for me, it's like there's a lot of pain, there's a lot of shit that we went through for this record, so it's cool. So I hope y'all enjoy it.
I'll put you right there.